Hey everyone, this tarot spread is for my Scorpio risings, my Scorpio moons, and my Scorpio suns in Vedic astrology. If you only know your Western chart, that's okay too, but Vedic rising signs will be the most accurate video to watch for you. So I also posted a video about all the attributes about this full moon as well, along with rituals. So if you want to watch that video before you watch this one or after you watch this one, go for it. Questions that I will be asking this tarot spread is, what have you manifested in the last 6 months? What do you need to shine a light on? Where do you need to protect yourself more? Where can you be more selfless? Where can you be more selfish? And what do you need to release for spiritual wealth? And that is a connection with higher self or connection to the universe, or connection to God, whatever you want to call it. So let's get into it. I also will be using the Game of Thrones deck, the Ascended Masters deck, the Soul Coaching deck, and the Answers is Simple deck. Okay, Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, Scorpio suns. Okay, so first of all, I see a lot of swords here. So Scorpio's definitely been thinking a lot, obviously. I mean, our retrograde is coming up soon, so makes sense. Okay, so what we have manifested in the last 6 months, we have Knight of Swords reversed, okay? So that's not necessarily bad. It just means that we have manifested like a lot. Like a lot has been happening for Scorpio, like really, really fast and really, really quickly. So now it's kind of like, we gotta like step on the brakes a little bit, or like kind of just cool it on like the spell work, or like cool it on the manifestation skills, you know, all that shit. But Scorpio has been really tapping into their occult energies, I feel like. We have Melchizedek as our Ascended Master, okay? And he represents the spiritual law of attraction. So we've been attracting a lot of things with our mind, okay? So I'll get into that, but we've been attracting a lot, okay? It's almost like everything that we think like comes into fruition, all right? So that means negative and positive, right? So that's why I'm saying that everything has been happening really, really fast for Scorpio people. So what we have to shine a line on, we have Five of Swords, meaning any conflicts right now that like are happening or whatever that you don't really like see being resolved, just drop it. Just drop it, Scorpio. Don't get all vengeful and vendetta on it like how we usually like to. Just drop it and focus on the positive, because again, things are manifesting very, very quickly. So you don't want to accidentally manifest something that you don't even want for yourself because you want to hold a vendetta against somebody else. You know what I mean? So Scorpio really has to just shine a light in general on any conflicts that they're having, and kind of like it's a pick your it's like it's just a choose your battles type situation. It's like if the battle is worth fighting, I guess go for it. If it's just not gonna help you in any way, just don't even bother. What do we need to protect ourselves more is we have King of Swords, and in this situation, especially because we have Five of Swords and because we have Ace of Swords reversed at the end, and we have a Knight of Swords as well, I think that we all need to protect the way that we think, okay? A polluted mind thinks polluted thoughts, that speaks polluted words, that creates a polluted reality, okay? So Scorpio and because we have a spiritual law of attraction, so basically, Scorpio, if your life is really good right now, know that you created that all by yourself, okay, Scorpio? You manifested your best life. If your life is really, really flowing, you did it. No one else helped you. You did it all by yourself. So good on you. Like, be proud of yourself and really like just get rid of the negative self-talk, because you did it all by yourself. I mean, vice versa, Scorpio, if your life right now isn't going so great, you manifested it all by yourself. I know it might seem like other people were part of it or whatever, but unfortunately it does look like that you use the spiritual law of attraction, unfortunately have been too negative and created a negative outcome, okay? So that is very much the vibe of Scorpio, is that your reality is a really huge reflection of your mind right now. So where to be more selfless? We have Eight of Spears reversed. So honestly, in this situation, I kind of feel like Scorpio is pretty selfless already. I feel like Scorpio is on like the brink of something, you know? Like I feel like Scorpio like is really like further along with the whole soul evolution more than the other signs right now. And it's probably just because, like, you know, it's almost Scorpio season. Mercury is just went pre-shadow, you know what I mean? It's going to go retrograde in Scorpio. But the reason why I feel like Scorpio really doesn't have to if anything, Scorpio needs to be more selfish all around, because where you need to be more selfish, we have the Hangman. So it's like you guys need to really change your perspective on how things are on your reality. So, because we also have Ace of Swords reversed for what you have to release for more spiritual wealth. And Ace of Swords reversed really just talks about when you have a lot of, when you're just not clear, when you're not mentally clear. And I mean, we have clear the fog here, so that makes sense. And take no offense either. So, I mean, I feel like there's and also we have light and courage here too. So there's a lot of energy when it comes to Scorpio really needs to clear their head right now. They need to clear their head. They need to get away from everybody who they have conflicts with and any conflicts that are happening. They need to get away from people that are too domineering and too, like, that just, anything that's messing with Scorpio's psyche right now needs to stop, because the manifestation with the Scorpio right now is happening really fast because we have spiritual law of attraction here. So take no offense also means that, like, if someone pisses you off, just leave it. Just leave it alone. You know what I mean? Just practice detachment. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do. There's nothing that you can do to change how someone reacts to you, but you can change the way you react to them. You know what I mean? For Scorpio, it's really about being positive and know that the spiritual law of attraction is here. So everything in your life is happening because you are thinking it. Like, literally, like, if something bad is happening, it's because you're thinking it. If something's good is happening, it's because you're thinking it. So if something's bad happening, that means you can change it by thinking if something good happens. And if something good is going, don't ruin it by freaking out about the worst possible outcomes. So yeah, that's the big message for Scorpio, is release just freaking out. Release freaking out, Scorpio. Release literally freaking out and being on edge, and just know that everything's pretty much fine. Everything's fine if you're fine, okay? But yeah, if you want to get a full picture of what's going on for you for the full moon, watch your rising, your sun, and your moon signs for Vedic astrology. If you don't know your Vedic chart, it's okay. You can use your Western too. Your rising will be the most accurate. And if you want to watch my video on what the full moon is all about and some rituals in there too, then go for it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this. Thank you.